Well, we got about a 95 play scrimmage in today. We kind of treated it like a game and normal pregame routine, and stayed at the hotel last night and the whole deal. So just to get us in that frame of mind, and I think there's some good things that showed up defensively. You could talk about taking the ball away, being opportunistic that way, which was great to see. And then obviously on the flip side, we got to protect the ball better on offense. Offensively, started a little slower. Just looking at the quarterback's big picture view, it didn't start as well as probably we would have liked, but came back later in the scrimmage and bounced back from it and put some drives together and put some points on the board. So there's going to be a ton to look at on the video, and we got to play cleaner than that. The number of penalties was up from last week, which is not what should be happening. So that's just due to focus, and we got to do a better job focusing and clean some of those things up. So there'll be a ton to work on, and they're going to have tomorrow off to rest and recover, and we'll get back at it on Monday.
Will Monday be when you finally start the actual game prep for North Carolina?
We'll start later in the week.
How much does it help to use this week as kind of a dry run with preparing, going to the hotel, having the whole pregame routine?
Yeah, I think it's just so they have kind of frame of reference when we travel, how we do things, so it's not brand new the first time we go play a game. That's the reason we do it.
You guys already had the 9:30 a.m. practice on Saturday to get ready for Carolina. Is there anything else you do to get ready for the climate or anything for traveling?
Well, yeah, climate's
so
kind of,
you could do,
right. So we're going to educate them on those things about what to expect, and then we'll do some things in terms of what time we work out and some practices that we can put together to get us on that clock. But obviously we're going to leave a day early, leave on Thursday to get out there. So yep.
You mentioned the offense kind of making a run there, getting in rhythm at the end. What do you think of the way Bowers performed?
Yeah, I thought again, bounced back from a little bit of a slow start, but it's nice to see him string some plays together and put some points on the board and move the offense. Again, each of their guys kind of had their moments, but Ross did a nice job, and each of them just got to continue to grow and learn from their experiences. And making a mistake we can live with that as long as it's not the same mistake, right? So we got to cut out the repetitive mistakes and learn from the ones we do make, and if we're going to make one, make a new one.
So. How have you seen McElwain progress? Just kind of just the eye test over the last 3 or 4 practices compared to when it looked like he was maybe knocking a little rust off at the beginning of camp.
Yeah, I think all of them you could say the same. Just again, it was new for him, learning language and concepts of the offense, but I think he's gotten better. Again, I think there's some things today he could have done better. He'd probably tell you the same, but really from them and really everybody across the board, we just got to, like I said, learn from the mistakes we make and grow from those and string those practices together and start stacking them on top of each other, so we're making progress. And that's the key.
Especially that last drive, the 2-minute drill. It seemed like McElwain. I mean, what were you most pleased with that last drive?
Just moving the ball, and if you guys noticed, it was kind of a 2-minute, 4-minute. So sometimes you'd be playing with a lead, and the defense has got to stop and get the ball back, and then you'd flip it and play the situation out. And it worked out. Obviously, you don't want to turn the ball over in those situations, but it worked out that both sides got multiple attempts at either 4-minute offense, 4-minute defense, and then 2-minute offense, 2-minute defense. And, at the end of it, they're putting together a drive and nice throw to finish it. So it's really encouraging.
It's the second week in a row we've seen the defense come away with some takeaways. Do you think they can be an opportunistic unit like that?
Well, that's the idea, right? And so you stress those things, you work on takeaways, and takeaways are it's a combination of things. It's understanding your job, having confidence in doing your job, playing fast, getting some help. Everybody, you're going to look at the receiver or the DB making a play on the receiver and making an interception, but a lot of times there's something happening up front that caused that. So it's everybody doing it together, and that's what it takes to generate takeaways.
Guys like Watson, Bankhead, Singleton, were you just resting those
there's
guys?
Some guys that were held out for certain reasons, and we expect those guys back.
How would you assess the O-line and how they've grown? Obviously, they've had some injuries and a little bit thin, but what have you seen from them throughout?
Well, I think they've gotten better. There's no doubt about it. We all know there's not a ton of people. We got to continue to develop our depth, and a lot of young guys getting a lot of valuable reps in there. Steve Greatwood teaching those guys, so it's really your best 5, and making sure we always have that available to us. So guys maybe learn in multiple positions, so we're putting a little more on them there, but that's what we have to do. Oh,